All right, I think we can get started now. So I just wanted to welcome you guys to the Movement 2020's workshop and just conversation for about the moment of silence that we're having. And just so you know, if you're new to hopping on, Movement 2020 is a coalition of different organizations like Food and Water Action, International Indigenous Youth Council, Stand LA. We also have the Youth Climate Strike LA on here as well. Just so many different organizations, people of different backgrounds, all kinds of, ages, but we really wanted to focus on Indigenous people, frontline communities, and fenceline communities. And so, as you can see, we're having 4 days instead of a 3-day climate week compared to the national scale. Later today, I hope you can join us. We're having a journaling session at 2 p.m. And that's hosted by my good friend Yulu. They're an amazing inspiration to all kinds of activism and is a really grounding person, in my opinion. So I hope you can join us for that. And then later today, we're also going to be having a water ceremony hosted by the Calderon family. And to just kind of start this off in a good way and to really ground ourselves in this Earth Week. So I'm excited for you guys to hop onto that too. And yeah, so let's just get right into it. It's important to have this moment of silence, not just for ourselves, but for, in my opinion, the missing and murdered Indigenous women relatives. I'm not sure how familiar people are with the crisis going on, but unfortunately we're seeing this huge number. It's not statistically accurate because there's not a lot of just data that's going around. Not a lot of people are really, asking the questions around it as to why it's happening. But essentially, we're having hundreds and hundreds of missing and murdered women and relatives, our two-spirit relatives as well, due to man camps. And this also coincides with the extraction industries. So oftentimes what will happen is, people are going to be building pipelines, especially next to a reservation, or pretty much anywhere near the vicinity of that. And sorry, it's very hard to talk about, just because it's affected by so many people. Indigenous women especially are more likely to go missing or be murdered than to graduate from college, or to, have a higher degree than like a master's or a bachelor's. And it just kind of is mind-boggling that this is happening right under people's noses. So I really wanted to bring attention to that. So we have these man camps going on, and due to just jurisdiction laws, oftentimes, like it's, for the most part, majority white men, the workers from the pipelines, will, be involved in sex trafficking, things of that sort. And so it's hard to ignore the fact that the missing and murdered crisis doesn't, go hand in hand with, the extractive industries. And so just wanted to touch on that, as well as bring attention to all the people that have lost their lives due to the climate crisis. Whether you're a climate refugee, someone who's fleeing from, a state of like a hurricane, or, something even as like something as like war, the extractive industries also partake in that as well. And for many Indigenous people losing their lives as of right now, just wanted to bring forward an example of Paulino Guajajara. They were a forest guardian in Brazil, an Indigenous person, and they were killed by loggers. And so that really shocked the community throughout throughout the Indigenous community, and just wanted to bring attention to why we're doing this, and who we're doing this for. Feel free to leave names in the comments if you think you're comfortable with that. If you want to bring attention to someone specific, someone that you're going to be in silence for, just wanted to, yeah, bring that to your attention. So, it's throughout this moment of silence. You don't have to be religious. You don't have to be, we say, Indigenous people say we go into prayer, but honestly, it's about intention. And it's about, just manifesting it, even, putting it out there into your thoughts, into your words can really, have an effect on the way things play out. So I just wanted us to kind of go into this moment of silence right now. And I'll be joining you guys for about 10 minutes or so, but please feel free to go longer if you're comfortable with that. I will most likely be going through silence throughout the whole day to honor my relatives. So yeah, feel free to drop names in the comments and, just kind of have that peace for yourself and for others to recognize them. So I just wanted to take these last few minutes that I'm going to be on here to just say, once again, thank you for coming out here and joining me in this time of silence. Please feel free to go as long as you feel comfortable to. If you can go, the next 15 minutes, if you can go an hour, that's amazing. Thank you. Even if you can go the whole day, that would be, really amazing too. But it's at your own comfort. And in this way, we honor those who have passed. We honor those who are facing these struggles by pausing ourselves and to really take the time to be conscious of our relatives, especially, our Black and Brown relatives. And just wanted to check in with you guys, make sure you guys are drinking water, make sure you guys are getting your rest. Be sure to open up a window a little bit if you can. Just be comfortable with yourselves, be gentle with yourselves as we go into all of this. So feel free to join us at 2 p.m. We're going to have a journaling session once again, and that'll be held by my friend Yulu, who is a really dope and amazing activist and is very inspiring to me and the work that I do. And then later on tonight, we'll be having a water ceremony hosted by the Tongva and Shumash family, the Calderons. So please feel free to join us during that time as well. Just, feel free to keep talking in the comments for these last few minutes. But thank you guys for having me and for joining me in this. And I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks.